In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on November 8, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Los Angeles Clippers versus Brooklyn Nets. In a cross-country showdown, the Los Angeles Clippers journey to the East Coast to face off against the Brooklyn Nets. Both teams are grappling with 2 consecutive losses, with the Clippers enduring their first game with James Harden, falling to the Knicks 111-97 as 1.5-point underdogs. The Nets are coming off a home loss to Milwaukee, a 129-125 defeat where they narrowly covered the 4.5-point spread. The Los Angeles Clippers are eager to break free from their 2-game skid after a demoralizing 111-97 road loss to the Knicks. Kawhi Leonard spearheaded the Clippers, scoring with 18 points on an 8 of 1-6 shooting performance, while Russell Westbrook and James Harden each contributed 16 points. Additionally, Norman Powell provided 14 points off the bench. As a unit, the Clippers shot 49% from the field and connected on 11 of 32 three-point attempts. They managed to stay neck and neck with the Knicks in a closely contested battle until the fourth quarter, where they succumbed to a 35-21 scoring deficit and ultimately lost by a double-digit margin. Paul George had a forgettable night, registering just 10 points on a 2 of 1 shooting performance and committing 4 turnovers. On the other side, the Brooklyn Nets are yet to find their rhythm this season, losing 4 of their first 7 games. They will be looking to avoid a 3rd consecutive defeat after narrowly falling short against the Bucks in a 129-125 loss. Cam Thomas led the Nets with an impressive 45 points on 1-7 of 3-3 shooting, while Mikal Bridges added 31 points on 1-2 of 2-1 shooting. Lonnie Walker contributed 19 points off the bench. As a team, the Nets shot 48% from the field and made 16 of 45 three-point attempts. They had a strong start, accumulating 67 points in the first half and establishing a 10-point lead. However, they struggled to maintain that pace in the second half, allowing the Bucks to seize control. Dorian Finney-Smith had a tough night, scoring just 7 points on a 3 of 1-2 shooting performance, while Ben Simmons managed only 2 points. The Clippers might face another bout of short-handedness, with Terrence Mann listed as questionable for this game. On the other hand, the Nets could once again be without Nick Claxton and Cameron Johnson. The Nets have been a reliable covering team this season, boasting a 6-0-1 record against the spread. However, they continue to be underrated by both the betting public and Vegas. The Clippers, buoyed by the star power of their recognizable players, will continue to garner attention, but they need to demonstrate that they are not past their prime. Currently, only Paul George is averaging close to his career averages, with the rest of the team falling short. The Clippers will have to prove that their revamped lineup can gel effectively, and they will have to work through adjustments during their East Coast road trip. With a winless 0-3 road record, the Clippers have yet to find their stride, and they have sacrificed size and length on their bench to acquire James Harden. Their bench players primarily consist of guards, and this could allow Brooklyn to exploit vulnerabilities inside against the Clippers' second unit. Cam Thomas is riding high with a 45-point game and has been performing better than any Clipper player. The Nets, considered an exciting and youthful team, are working to find their groove in a top-heavy Eastern Conference. Although they may not be on par with Milwaukee, Boston, or Philadelphia, they have a chance at making the playoffs and even securing a first-round series at home. The drop-off in competitiveness within the Eastern Conference provides an opportunity for the Nets to seize a favorable position if they continue to get productive performances from players like Cam Thomas. Ben Simmons, who has shown signs of rejuvenation, is expected to be available. However, Nick Claxton is likely to miss his 6th consecutive game due to a high left ankle sprain that he sustained during Brooklyn's season-opening 114-113 loss to Cleveland. Claxton has shed his walking boot and should return in a few weeks. Anticipating a strong, inspired defensive performance from the Nets, the preference is for them to spoil James Harden's return to Brooklyn. The Clippers, having tested their revamped lineup without much success in in their last outing against the Knicks, could be in for another stern examination as the Nets demonstrated their capabilities in their recent game against the Bucks. Although the Clippers boast more firepower, they require time to harmonize effectively. In terms of health and roster status, the Los Angeles Clippers have an advantage, making them the likely favorites. Nevertheless, the Nets have continually defied expectations by maintaining a 6-0-1 record against the spread this season. Despite consistently being tagged as underdogs, the Nets have not only covered the spread but also secured outright victories. This successful trend is likely to continue, so the Brooklyn Nets to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The addition of James Harden to the Clippers, despite bringing an all-star guard, could slow down their pace of play. Harden has a tendency to monopolize possessions, aiming to either score or create opportunities for teammates through isolation plays. He is not known for playing fluidly within a structured offense. Harden himself acknowledged in a recent interview that he thrives as a system rather than fitting into a system. Both teams currently operate near the middle of the league in terms of pace, yet their offensive possessions tend to be relatively extended. The average duration of Brooklyn's offensive possessions is 14.5 seconds, ranking them 18th in the league. Conversely, the Clippers are 24th in this same statistical category, and the addition of Harden is expected to further lengthen their possessions. Consequently, the Clippers must demonstrate their ability to distribute the ball effectively and make their roster work cohesively. Until they achieve that, under the projected total is our full game total pick. San Antonio Spurs versus New York Knicks. The spotlight will shine brightly in New York City as the San Antonio Spurs go up against the New York Knicks. The Spurs are coming off a crushing defeat in Indiana, where they fell to the Pacers 152-111 as 8.5-point underdogs. Meanwhile, the Knicks spoiled James Harden's debut with the Clippers by defeating Los Angeles 111-97 at home as 1.5-point favorites. The San Antonio Spurs are determined to break their two-game losing streak after a lopsided 152-111 road loss to the Pacers. Doug McDermott led the scoring with 17 points coming off the bench, while Keldon Johnson added 16 points. Victor Wembanyama contributed 13 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks, although he struggled with a 3 of 1-2 shooting performance. As a team, the Spurs shot just 42% from the field and 8 of 26 from beyond the arc. They faced difficulties in containing the Pacers right from the start and were never competitive, conceding a staggering 86 points in the first half. On the other hand, the New York Knicks had a slow start to the season but showed resilience in their 111-97 home victory over the Clippers. Julius Randle led the team with 27 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. R.J. Barrett added 26 points on 9 of 6 shooting, while Mitchell Robinson chipped in with 13 points, 15 rebounds, and 4 steals. As a team, the Knicks shot 46% from the field and made 12 of 31 three-point attempts. They struggled early, scoring just 19 points in the first quarter and spent most of the game trailing. However, they turned things around in the fourth quarter, outscoring their opponents 35-21 to secure a crucial win. The Spurs may still be without Devin Vassell, listed as doubtful for this game, while the Knicks come into this matchup with a full roster. Victor Wembanyama faced difficulties in the second half against the Toronto Raptors, with the Spurs losing a 19-point lead they had built in the first half. Julius Randle may capitalize on this opportunity to challenge the young rookie. However, Jalen Brunson has been in great form for the Knicks this season, almost reaching a 50-point performance against the Milwaukee Bucks, with 45 points on 7 of 3 shooting. The Spurs lack an elite perimeter defender to contain him, but the Knicks have been struggling offensively. The Spurs have displayed flashes of potential this season, but have also shown red flags, as exemplified by their loss to the Pacers, where they conceded 152 points. While the Knicks haven't been outstanding, they have been steady in most games and dominated the revamped Clippers in their latest outing. The Spurs can make an impact if they come out strong. The New York Knicks hold the home court advantage and have a healthier roster, making them the favorites. However, the Knicks have been inconsistent offensively, which could make them wary of being significant favorites. The Spurs are a youthful, athletic team that can play at a fast pace and pose a challenge to the Knicks' slower tempo. So the San Antonio Spurs to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Both teams have displayed a tendency to play at a fast pace without much focus on defense, resulting in high-scoring games. The projected total for this matchup is at a relatively modest 224.5 points. However, this number has been surpassed in all but one of the 7 games the Spurs have played this season. The Spurs currently rank 7th in pace and possess the second worst defense in the NBA. Even the Knicks, who sit 28th in offensive rating, should find it easier to score. The over has hit in 4 out of the last 6 meetings between these teams, and it has occurred in 4 of the Spurs' last 5 away games. Considering that this game will be broadcast nationally, both teams are likely to put on an offensive showcase. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Phoenix Suns vs. Chicago Bulls. In an intriguing inter-conference clash, the Phoenix Suns travel to the United Center to face the Chicago Bulls on Wednesday. The Suns, currently holding the 9th spot in the Western Conference with a 3-4 record, are coming off a 120-106 road victory against the Detroit Pistons on Sunday. The Bulls, residing in the 12th position in the Eastern Conference with a 3-6 record, secured a 130-113 home win over the Utah Jazz on Monday. This marks the first of 2 encounters between these teams, making it an interesting matchup to watch. The Phoenix Suns can breathe a sigh of relief after halting a 3-game skid with a convincing 120-106 win on the road against the Detroit Pistons. Kevin Durant led the way, amassing 41 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Eric Gordon contributed 21 points and 8 assists, while Grayson Allen added 14 points. The Suns, as a team, shot 50% from the field and made 8 of 21 3-point attempts. Their breakthrough came in the second quarter when they limited the Pistons to just 22 points. Durant shouldered much of the offensive load, particularly given that no bench player scored more than 10 points. In contrast, the Chicago Bulls also put an end to a 3-game losing streak with an impressive 130-113 victory over the Utah Jazz on Monday. Zach LaVine led the charge with 24 points, with DeMar DeRozan chipping in 21 points on an 8 of 1 shooting performance. Kobe White added 18 points and 7 assists on a 7 of 9 shooting effort. As a team, the Bulls shot an efficient 51% from the field and connected on 18 of 34 3-point attempts. They started strong, outscoring the Jazz 66-52 in the first half, and maintained their momentum to lead by a commanding 25 points. The Suns are still missing Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal is currently listed as questionable. In contrast, the Bulls could see the return of Alex Caruso and Patrick Williams to the lineup, which would provide a significant boost. In recent games, both teams have demonstrated their offensive prowess, with the Suns averaging 114 points in their last 3 outings and the Bulls posting an average of 111 points in their previous 4 games. A noticeable difference exists in their defensive ratings for the regular season thus far. The Suns boast the 10th best defensive rating in the NBA at 109.6, while the Bulls are lagging behind in 23rd place with a defensive rating of 114.9. This stark contrast in defensive performance helps explain why the Chicago Bulls are just 2-6 against the spread this season. The Suns have the advantage of having had 2 days off before this game, and they are riding high on Durant's outstanding performance. The Bulls may face significant challenges in containing Durant on Wednesday, and Durant is expected to deliver another stellar performance with little resistance. Eric Gordon and Grayson Allen are likely to excel from long range, given that the Bulls have struggled to close out on 3-point shooters effectively. Meanwhile, the Bulls may opt for an attack strategy centered on driving to the rim, playing into the hands of the Suns, who are ranked 2nd in the NBA in blocked shots. Although the Suns have yet to hit their stride this season, they exhibited a strong showing in their victory over the Pistons, and the additional time off, having not played since Sunday, can work to their advantage. Similarly, the Bulls are coming off a win against the Jazz, and they may benefit from key players returning to their lineup. The Chicago Bulls are facing turmoil, characterized by their lackluster defense and a cloud of negativity hovering over the team, encompassing player meetings and trade rumors. The Bulls are vulnerable and could face a downward spiral at any moment. With the presence of Durant and other talented players, the Suns appear to have the upper hand in this contest, even if Beal is unavailable. So the Phoenix Suns to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Monday night's high-scoring performance of 130 points by the Bulls was uncharacteristic of their typical offensive output this season. Currently, the Bulls rank 25th in the NBA in points per game, reflecting struggles with their long-range shooting. The Suns are anticipated to become a dynamic scoring team once all 3 of their all-star scorers are available. In the interim, the Suns are considered an average scoring team, with Durant carrying the bulk of the offensive load. However, injuries to prolific scorers like Devin Booker and Bradley Beal for the Suns are expected to have have a substantial impact on the game's scoring. Both teams tend to play at a slower tempo compared to the rest of the league, with the Suns ranked 15th in the NBA with 100.64 possessions per game, while the Bulls are down at 28th in the league with just 97.67 possessions per game. Neither team has been particularly effective from beyond the arc, with the Suns ranked 17th in the NBA, making 35.5% of their three-point attempts, while the Bulls have a three-point shooting percentage of 30.9%. Given the absence of key scorers and the relatively slow pace at which both teams play, the projected total for this game is deemed excessively high. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.